I liked how we battled tonight. We were struggling a little bit early. We'd make a run, they'd get up. We'd make another run. So it was our mental stamina of just kind of staying with the game plan, staying focused and not letting the game get away. I don't know what the highest was. They had, basically it was 14. We kept playing. We fought through some adversity through the game where we were struggling. We had some tough stretches. And our guys just kept grinding the game out, and I think that was just great growth for us as we're trying to build this thing.
I think you ended the game on a 20-6 run, something like that.
Yeah.
What were the key factors there that contributed to that?
First of all, defense. 20-point fourth quarter. I thought our physicality, our intensity level really ratcheted up in the fourth. And then I think you saw down the stretch, we trusted the pass. Tyus and Kyle were playing, a little two-man game. We found Bilal for 1-3. We found Jordan for 1-3. So we hit the open man and we just made the simple play, and the trust factor was great. So I love that down the stretch for our team, that we were sharing the ball. And Jordan didn't have it for a few possessions, and he hit a big one in the corner. I think you guys all remember that play. So, yeah, the defensive intensity and then trusting each other on the offense end was great.
Brian, what did you like about Gaff's rebounding in particular? He had a good night on the offensive glass.
Yeah, Gaff, I don't think gets enough credit on our team. I think he's been doing this all year. The big guys, he was down there battling. Obviously, he had that huge one down the stretch there, that offensive rebound that kind of sealed the game off. But his defensive intensity, his activity on the glass, he's been our anchor. And I see growth in him even in this last couple of games. He's been even better, for sure.
Like in the third quarter, the momentum was kind of changing. They were getting a few breaks, but it seemed like y'all were kind of doing the things you need to do defensively. Can you kind of tell that things were starting to shift?
We kept talking about it in the timeouts, to stick with it, keep battling, long game. We haven't played our best yet. When we got to the fourth quarter, I thought the guys just mentally had the stamina to kind of keep competing through the end, and it was a good finish for us.
Brian, there were a lot of two-man high pick and rolls late.
Yeah.
Is that the choice is that your choice, or is that you trusting your veterans to make the decisions down the stretch?
Yeah, it's a great thing that we kind of played a different type of pick and roll the game before, and this time we kind of inverted and had Tyus handling and Kyle setting, so that they had talked about it in the timeout. Kyle had brought it up. Let's try this, but I have complete faith in it. So we were running our little two-man game at the end, and they just kept making the right decisions, and that's where led to the Bilal 3. It led to some Kuzma baskets. Then obviously Tyus hit some big pull-up jump shots. So just trying to put those guys in positions to be successful, and I trust those guys. They made great decisions down the stretch that really carried us as we finished out the game.
What was the turning point of the game? Maybe the 3 points of Dylan in the corner?
The 3 on Bilal was obviously a big basket. I think I just mentioned that him and Jordan Poole hit 2 big ones where we just made the extra pass, right play, we trusted it, and the process was great. If they had missed a shot, it still would have been the right play. So we're starting to build some good habits.
Are you prepared yet to say that the habits are built, or is it going to take much longer?
Josh, those habits are going to be built day by day. So there'll never be something I'm saying. We have to keep growing as a team. And I thought that was the important part of the game, is that we're still learning each other. We'll start learning each other's teammates. They're still learning me, but we want to grow. So that's something that's going to be constant throughout to the final game of the year. We have to keep improving, keep getting our habits, our process better, and I think examples tonight like that was good. It was a good test for us.
Brian, I don't think you're one to be sentimental, but now that it's over, what is it like to approach a basketball game here in this building where you began your career?
Yeah, I haven't quite thought about it. I think I mentioned it before the game. I have tremendous gratitude for being here. I count my blessings. I started my career here with Coach Popovich and R.C. Buford and those guys in such a first-class organization. I have such fond memories of here, and this, again, grateful for sure.
The
out Denny early in the third. Was there something like with a tooth or something? I mean, we're sitting way far back. Is that what?
Yeah, he got his tooth. Yeah, he got a little tooth problem for sure. So we were dealing with that, and then he came back in and played some good basketball. Yeah, the tooth was an issue, sure.
I mean, tone-wise, energy-wise, you know, I think, and this is like not, you know, it's like more of a wake-up call than anything. Like understanding when change happens, there's a reason why change, and I think everybody is coming together and trying to finish the year out strong. And I think you guys are seeing it just with the togetherness and just how we're competing on a night-to-night basis past 3 games.
What did you make of the rebounding tonight?
I mean, it was huge in the second half. You know, I think I had 11. Gaff had the game-winning one. You know, it really helped us. You know, I think in the first half they had a lot of offensive rebounds that led out to kick-out threes, but we settled down a little bit on that in the second half, and it really helped. So.
What did you see with the late game execution?
I mean, it was crisp. You know, you guys saw in the Detroit game, you know, going down the stretch, you know, I had the ball in my hands and made some plays. Tonight, we ran the same exact play. We just switched it up a little bit because we knew that they would switch me and, you know, kind of go boxing the elbow. So we switched it, had Ty, you know, run it, orchestrate it, allowed me to get under some pick and rolls just to create some gravity. And you know, we just made plays down the stretch. Huge 3 BC, huge 3 Jordan Poole. He didn't touch the ball for about 5-6 possessions. He hit a big time 3 for us. So everybody was just, I think more so in the second half, just our sense of urgency was very crisp in that second half, and part of the reason why we won the game. So.
Because I know you've only had, I think, one full practice with Brian officially as head coach, but a lot of people talk about his attention to detail. I wonder what you see from that aspect of his coaching.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you just look at where he's been at in his career, the type of person he is. You know, he had to work to get to this level, and you know, a lot of times, you know, I think in this game when you know, not necessarily played in the NBA, your attention to detail got to be insane, and that's him. He's insane. All the little things matter, and it's rubbing off. And I think you just see the loose balls we got, the rebounding, the spacing, the execution of what we're trying to do. Like that's the attention to detail. We had a practice other two yesterday, and it was just all just light and just mental focus. And I think that really helped us tonight. So.
It's great, just because of the simple fact that, you know, we got some type of momentum going forward. You know, of course we're gonna happy to be humble that we're in this position because, you know, we put ourselves in this position because of the way we worked. Most definitely our defensive effort, offensive mindset. We came in, we were a little bit stagnant, we were a little bit, you know, sluggish at first, but we figured it out as teammates. We figured it out in timeouts, we figured it out on the fly, and we found ways to just kind of like put ourselves in the right spots at the right time to win the game.
I know that a lot of people contributed to it, but in what ways has Brian Keefe contributed to tonight?
I mean, in all areas that, you know, we lacked when it came to just in general, it's something that he took a step to just like make kind of like the main priority. You know, he came in, said the communication has to be better, the sense of urgency, pretty much all of the above has to be better with us, and he holds guys accountable, and he tells guys, you know, we focus on the positives, we focus on the negatives after the game, but we focus on the things that are getting us the buckets, getting us the stops down the stretch at the end of the day. Those are some of the main things, and he just kind of like lifts guys up. You know, it's a lot of frustration when it comes to the game. There's a lot of guys getting their own head, but, you know, when you got a guy like him, he literally is in your ear pretty much every time down the floor, every time out, every time we're in a shoot around, whatever. He's telling guys, he's literally like lifting guys up. So that's one of the things that I would say he's really good at for sure.
You also haven't played team sports in a couple decades. You've never played pro sports. What do you mean when you say that he's holding guys accountable?
you know, he's telling guys that they're way better than what they're playing. In all honesty, they're way better than how they're acting. They're way better than their body language, their habits, their bad habits, their good habits, so on and so forth. So he's pushing guys to be the best player that they can be. In all honesty, that's holding guys accountable, in my opinion, because I've been in that position before with plenty of coaches down the stretch throughout my career, and it's something that for sure, something like a team like this for sure needs.
Tonight you set a career high for offensive rebounds. What was going well for you in terms of collecting those rebounds?
Effort. Pretty much, I've lacked that in a lot of games throughout this year, just on the offensive glass. And one of the things that I really want to get better at is just my effort for sure, my approach to the game, setting the tone physically, and just dominating at the end of the day. And that's not gonna happen unless I hold myself accountable and push myself to be able to do something like that. If I get tired, I can always ask for a sub, but at the end of the day, I just work hard, pretty much.